welcome to Getting to Good Enough. I'm Shannon Wilkinson.
And I'm Janine Adams. We're here for practical and fun conversations about living with more ease and way less stress.
Yep, we're all about embracing progress over perfection. So grab a tasty beverage and let's get started. Hey, Janine.
Hey, Shannon. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's so nice to be able to say those words again every week.
I know. I'm loving it so much.
Yeah, lucky us.
I know. And, it's good that we just had this platform available to us to be able to pick up again and do this. And apparently, based on our really low bar, we are enjoying this and helping at least one other person.
Right. Therefore, we are successful.
We rule. Today, we wanted to talk about good enough hosting.
Right. About not stressing about having people over or having people stay at your house, which is even more stressful than having people over. But I actually had 3 house guests in July. I think that's true. Yeah. Which is perhaps unprecedented in my whole life.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you had a big event that you were celebrating.
Right. Had a college friend in at the beginning of July, another one for the big event, and then another friend from my first job who happened to be in town. And she actually stayed in a different apartment in our building, but she was hanging. We were hanging. And believe me, she could tell you, I did not overstress about that. She was the third of the string. And it's like, I said, let's walk to Whole Foods and find some lunch. That's how that went. And it was great. It was just fine. We both got what we wanted for lunch and worked out just fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I just had the opportunity to spend some time with college friends in LA. And it took a little convincing of my friend, but to really say, my whole goal is to just spend time with the two of you, spend time with your family. There are lots of fun things to do in LA, and maybe someday we'll do some of them. I mean, I lived there, so I'm not feeling like I'm really missing out. But we didn't need to overschedule our time together. Like the purpose of our trip was to see Bridget Everett live, which was phenomenal. And I mean, she's amazing. And it's what she does sort of a comedic cabaret act. And it's completely 100% over the top and so enjoyable.
In your face.
So much fun. Yeah. It is in the faces of some people up front. You got to know what you're getting into if you're sitting in the front row or on an aisle, because it's interactive. There was whipped cream involved.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But so then, one of my friends hadn't seen the 3rd season of one of my favorite shows ever, Somebody Somewhere, which stars Bridget Everett. And so our last day together, we had a long, or no, it wasn't our last day. It was Saturday. It was our middle day together. And we spent all afternoon binging the 3rd season of Somebody Somewhere, which was absolutely delightful.
Sounds like a perfect weekend to me.
Yeah. It was so much fun. We ate good food. We did have some star sightings, which is always fun in LA. And we went to some really great restaurants. We also ate in, and it was just nice, like making sure that she wasn't stressed about hosting us.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I'm the same way. I mean, I love not doing anything when I visit someone. All I want to do, I mean, I sometimes make you take me places in Portland when I come, because there's shopping that I like to do in Portland. But really, I just want to sit around and talk.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. If you're the host, it might be nice to know that is true of your guests. It may or may not be true, but you don't have to come up with the perfect options for sightseeing or the perfect food. I mean, it's
Right.
kind of nice to know what hot beverage they like in the morning, so you can
Yeah.
provide the caffeine if caffeine is required. You're an easy
Right.
house guest because you don't require caffeine in the morning.
Yeah.
But really, everyone's more comfortable when the host is comfortable,
Right.
right? And if the
Right.
host is stressing out, then
then it's less fun as a guest. And
exactly.
and maybe that's a good thing to remember when you're hosting, is it like the more relaxed you can be, the easier it will be for your guest. The more pleasant the experience will be for your guest.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's true. Yeah. I just had 3 friends over to play a game last night, 2 nights ago. And the invitation was for cocktails, game, and takeout. So expectations were set. And we
Yes.
ordered in, and the food took solid twice as long as they said it would. But that was okay. It was at the end of the evening. And it was really fun and casual, and we had a good time.
Right. Well, and I've enjoyed some of your regular game nights, and it's so much fun. And like, people aren't coming, I mean, unless they've been promised that Barry's going to cook, that
Right.
they're not expecting a gourmet meal. I mean, that's not why I want to spend time with my friends.
Right.
Like,
Right. Yeah, unless it's an invitation for a gourmet meal, right? And then
right.
in our case, Barry did make the cocktails, so that was good. And he met their
Well,
expectations.
I do expect a craft cocktail when Barry's bartending.
Right, exactly. If I'm bartending, you'll get a nice glass of wine. Or
Yes.
maybe not even that nice a glass of wine.
You'll get a glass of whatever wine is open. And you'll be happy. And I would be happy. And I am happy because I'm getting to enjoy a glass of wine with you.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. And then with the house, with people spending the night, that's another level of stress. But, setting some, like in our case, well, when we lived in our old house, we didn't have the guest room cleaned regularly by the cleaners because the house was so big and we didn't use it. So I would have them clean it the time before a guest was
the cleaners, not the guests.
The cleaners. Oh, right. Although, remember that one time you got in early and I hadn't vacuumed? Do you remember this?
Vaguely.
Yeah, it was mortifying. Like, I was about to vacuum and you said, "Oh, we just landed." I'm like, "Oh, I have to go pick you up at the airport." And I don't know, maybe I never vacuumed. I don't remember. Maybe knowing you probably vacuumed.
I have no recollection. I mean, I sort of have a vague recollection of you sort of being stressed out that you weren't able to do something that you wanted to do before I got there.
Yeah.
No memory of a floor needing to be vacuumed, which is really disproves the point.
Exactly.
I'm not there for the clean house.
That's right. And this is a dozen years later, or probably more than that, and I still remember it. I still remember the mortification. So I'm just going to thank you for telling me you don't remember. I'll let it go.
Yeah. And I'm not just saying that. I honestly, I don't remember. And it doesn't matter. I mean, but I've stressed out the same way. Like, oh, I wasn't able to do this, or I couldn't do that before you or someone else arrived. And then I'm like, whatever.
Right.
That's not what they're here for.
That's all that matters. Yeah. That's not what they're here for.
Yeah. It's hard to remember, but I think it's so true. And if I visited you and there was something like that need to be done, I would help you. I would rather help you do it than have you stress out ahead of time trying to do something.
Yeah. Right. Thank you. That makes me think about how all the things you did when you stayed with me after Barry's surgery. And I also just thought of some of my organizing clients. And do you know who Flylady is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's a I don't know if she's still around, but she used to advise people with messy homes on how to keep their homes clean.
Mm-hmm.
And she talked about chaos, can't have anybody over syndrome, and
Mm-hmm.
how I think I was this way at one point where I would be afraid someone would drop by and I'd
Right.
have to like pick up the, I don't know, wrappers by the TV.
Right.
Or whatever I was embarrassed by. And
Yeah.
what I learned in my life and then as an organizer is, people don't care, but also you can probably pick up, most people give you a little notice, and you can probably in 10 or 15 minutes whip your place into shape so that it's not embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't we have a product once, the quick Clutter Fix?
Clutter Fix. We did.
Yeah. And it was sort of a 15-minute thing of how to kind of quickly declutter a space when you needed a clear space.
That's right. I had forgotten about that. Was it an audio with a printed accompaniment?
I believe it was. It's probably something that we could make available again if that's useful to people.
Yeah, maybe so. I'm sure we could resurrect it from the archives.
Yeah. Although I'm sure it's probably so dated, we might want to listen to it again before we promise that. But for sure, we have I think we have a one-pager that went along with it that that we could make available to people.
Yeah, we could stick that in the show notes.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe I forgot about that.
Yeah. But it's just as I recall, a quick way for a situation like this. Like you have company coming and you need to clear your clutter, and it's a way to do it that lets you get it done without, like I would be prone to do, falling into, instead of a 15-minute, let's tidy things real quickly, a 3-hour, I have pulled everything out of my closet. Oh, and now things are worse than when I started.
And then the doorbell rings.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny that we have really close friends in the neighborhood that will sometimes drop by, but people don't really drop by the way they used to, say, before the internet and cell phones. I remember when I was a kid and someone would turn into the driveway and my mom would be like, "Oh, pick up the papers." Because also we had newspapers. And
did you get more than one paper every day, or was it?
No, I think it was that there might be more than a day's paper hanging around that in various stages of having been read, and that was more of a kind of a fill-in for do a quick pickup of everything.
Right, pick up the papers.
Yeah,
it's true that our houses are less cluttered than when we got a daily paper. Yes. I mean, back then there were always, my parents got 2 papers a day.
Oh my gosh.
So I know, right? The Walla paper was huge. And the Spokane paper, which was slightly less small. But they each got to do a crossword puzzle. My mom got the morning and my dad got the evening. They were morning and evening papers. Oh. So they each got to do a crossword puzzle. But yeah, that was always a thing, was to pick up the papers. I'm remembering that now. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's funny thinking about this. For a long time, I had on sort of my goal list, how I wanted to be living my life, to have a guest-ready home where I didn't have to get stressed out and do a bunch of stuff if someone was coming over, that it was just sort of ready. And I hadn't really realized it, but my house is pretty guest-ready most of the time. Someone could drop in, or someone could say, "I'm going to be in town tomorrow," and I could easily welcome them in without feeling stressed about it. And that's a big deal.
Yeah, that's excellent. That's living with ease, isn't it? And that's about just sort of, you have your routine of putting your house to bed every night, and just that little picking up, and also maybe a little, I don't know about for you, but for me anyway, lowering of my standards a little bit. It's I'm just don't get embarrassed like I used to. But I
Right.
also think maybe maybe in the apartment we have less stuff, so it's a little easier.
It has taken some time of decluttering and organizing and, making sure that everything has a place so it's easy to put it back in its place,
Yeah.
and getting in the habit of doing that. And as my husband likes to say, the job isn't done until the tools are put away. And, sort of.
Your husband's adorable. That's so cute. I am going to try to remember that. That's
Yeah.
excellent. I don't
Yeah.
know what Barry would say if I said that to him, but I might try it.
Well, what's really funny, for years, he'd say, the job isn't done until the tools are put away. And he goes, that's my dad saying. And I thought that he was saying that that's what his dad always said.
Yeah, that's what I figured you meant.
No, that was the phrase that he wanted to be what our kids, as they went
Oh,
off into their lives, like, oh, my dad always said the job's
I
not
see.
done till the tools are put away.
Any idea whether they say that?
They do.
Oh,
They
nice.
mostly say it like sort of jokingly.
But it's stuck.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
stuck.
that's excellent. So I like that. I like that. That's it's great for like kitchen cleaning up. And
Mhm.
when I write postcards to voters, I have this whole thing that comes out that I actually am
Right.
good about putting away every time, because otherwise it's just a big mess. But
Yeah.
the key is like you said, having a place to put it away. Right.
Right.
That's, for me, that's where I was able to get from messy to less messy, because I had
Yeah.
a place. And then
Right.
try to create the
Yeah.
habit of putting stuff away.
And you don't have to get there overnight. It took me a long time of sort of setting that goal for myself to be there. And it's still like, yesterday I was doing a big yard project and I was done and I did not want to put everything away, and I was really tempted to not do that. And then I said in my head, and Mike will be so happy, I don't think I even told him that I said this in my head, job's not done until the tools are put away. And I put everything
Nice.
away, and then it allowed me to relax fully after having done it. We redid our backyard, and so it's not uncommon to have someone walk through the walkway on the side of our house where I had intended to leave all of my tools. And then I would have to feel like apologizing and making sure someone doesn't trip and all. And I didn't have to worry about it because I put everything away, rolled up the hose, and it was all clear. Should someone happen by and I want to show them the backyard.
There you go. And you can show off your yard. I mean, that's great. Yeah. I like it. And you could apply that axiom to your desk at the end of the workday, could you not?
I certainly could. You're really helping me figure out what needs to be in place for me to clear off my desk at the end of the day.
It's such a rewarding morning when you do it. So
I know.
Your future self will thank you.
Oh, yeah. Because right now my future self curses her past self. Like, why didn't you put this away?
Come on. How am I supposed to get to work? There's crap all over the place. Right.
But all of this like feeds into this idea of making it easy on yourself to be a good host. It's lowering your expectations, but that doesn't mean, that doesn't have to mean, like not caring if your house is dirty or messy or whatever. It just means not worrying about the stuff that doesn't matter and reminding yourself what really matters, which is the connection with the people who are coming over.
Right.
And also making it easy so it's not stressful. So putting things away as you go and making sure you have a home for things. In our guest room, I put the sheets. There's a storage, like a storage drawer under the bed. And I put the sheets for the bed in that storage drawer instead of where the rest of our sheets are. So it's super easy to change the linens. And often I will, because we have overnight guests so infrequently, I feel like if I put clean sheets on and then I don't have someone stay for 3 months, I would need to change them again. I will often leave the dirty sheets. I mean, they're not dirty, but the
Right.
used sheets
Yeah.
on the bed until I have a guest coming.
That's exactly what I did too when I had a guest room. Yeah. Two things popped into my mind while you were talking. One, if you make it easy on yourself, you're more likely to have the pleasure of hosting.
Right.
So that's nice. And two, if you're a person who loves going that extra mile, that's okay too. So like my friend Denise, who's the most amazing host, and she's just loves providing all the things. And I love being a guest at her house. But so I don't want to, I know she listens to the podcast. I don't want her to feel like her efforts are in vain, because they're not.
No.
But so it's great to do that. But if you're not that person, just be making your guests comfortable is what it's all about.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's it. It's doing whatever part of that makes you happy and letting go of the rest. So, if it feels stressful, what part of that can you let go of?
Right. Rather than rejecting hosting altogether because it's stressful.
Right.
You can make it less stressful. Potentially.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's great. And I always feel well cared for it as a guest in your home.
Oh, Shannon, thank you very much.
So
that's really sweet. And of course, maybe it's not of course, but I feel the same way at your house.
Well, that's wonderful. And we are not elevating the standards in in how we're hosting. So
right, exactly.
So we would love to hear from you, our listeners. Do you enjoy hosting? Do you feel like you can't host? You can't have guests over, whether it's, for an afternoon or a dinner or overnight, because of how you feel like your home looks or whatever. You can let us know on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube at Getting to Good Enough. You can send us an email at gettingtogoodenough@gmail.com. Or you can let us hear your delightful voice and leave us a message at 413-424-GTGE. Thanks for joining us on Getting to Good Enough. We hope you heard something that makes your life just a little bit easier. If you did, leave us a review or share this with someone who's looking for their own version of good enough.
Thanks for listening. See you soon.
And that's it.
Hope to hear from you.
Yeah. We need to go back. I guess I need to just say our old tagline because I like it.
Yeah, say it.
Yeah.
Say it.
So for now, we hope that good enough is getting easier for you.
Yay.